So the results of Saturday night's main event TV special are in, and let's cross-reference my predictions with the results. My name is Manlykefresh, so without further ado, let's go! If any of you would like to be updated on any future videos I'm about to release, or just to follow me in general, you can follow me on X at www.x.com/manlykefresh. So the first match I'm going to cover will be Jasper Troy taking on Javon Evans in a one-on-one match, and the prediction that I made for this match that Jasper Troy would win, as he's been one of the most dominating newcomers since leaving LFG, but I got this one wrong. Javon Evans found a way to beat Jasper Troy, but it wasn't easy. I don't think this rivalry between these two is over, but Jasper Troy literally will gun for Javon Evans for redemption in the future. So the next match that took place on the Great American Bash was double champion Sol Ruca defending her North American Women's Championship against the Collins Izzy Dane, and my prediction was Sol Ruca was to win and retain her North American Women's Championship, and that's exactly what happened. Even though Tatum Paxley tried to get involved, she was chased away by the TNA Women's Champion in Masha Samarish, which allowed Sol Ruca to hit the Soul Snatcher on an unexpected Izzy Dane for the victory. The following match was the Falls Count Anywhere match with Ethan Page defending his North American Championship against former North American Champion Ricky Saints. And my prediction was Ricky Saints would win the match and become a two-time North American Champion. That was wrong. Even though these two brawled around the entire arena and beat the living hell out of each other, Ethan Page managed to find a way to do the Ego's Edge, aka the Razor's Edge, off the top of the stage through the tables in the stage area and get the 1, 2, 3 and retain his championship. The penultimate match for the Great American Bash was Obafemi defending his North American Championship against Inamura, and my prediction was Obafemi would win and retain his championship, and that's exactly what happened. Obafemi, even after Josh Briggs tried to sabotage the match by attacking Obafemi and getting on the ropes, it was ultimately Josh Briggs who was on the ropes that distracted his partner Inamura for Obafemi to hit the fall from grace and retain his championship. What does this mean for Inamura and Josh Briggs moving forward? I don't know, but I do believe a rivalry will happen because of this. And the main event for the Great American Bash was NXT #1 contender Jordynne Grace and Blake Monroe, Mariah May, taking on NXT Women's Champion JC Jane and Fallon Henley, the Fatal Influence in a tag team match. And I predicted that Jordynne and Blake would win this match, and that's exactly what happened. They beat Fatal Influence for the win, so that gives Jordynne Grace the advantage leading into the main event for Evolution, which would take place the following night. Or does Jordynne Grace have the advantage? First match for Saturday night's main event was Drew McIntyre with Atlanta's own Jelly Roll taking on Drew McIntyre, who had Raw's Logan Paul in his corner, and my prediction was Drew McIntyre would win. Unfortunately, however, I got this wrong due to a skirmish on the outside with Logan Paul and Jelly Roll. It distracted Drew McIntyre, allowing Randy Orton to hit him with the RKO, but after the match, Drew McIntyre got a Claymore on Jelly Roll, which will probably lead to a tag team match between all four of them come SummerSlam. So one of my predictions for Saturday Night Main Event was another men's match would have been added because it was only advertised at 3. And my prediction was that a match involving either Jimmy, Jacob, Solo or Jason Mateo would take place at Saturday Night's Main Event. And that's exactly what happened. On the Friday night SmackDown before Saturday Night's Main Event, Jimmy pinned his younger brother Solo in a tag team match with LA Knight to become the #1 contender for the United States Championship at this TV special. Solo managed to retain his championship due to outside interference from his new recruit Tala Tonga. For Saturday's main event, I also predicted that possibly a women's match might take place. I said it could be Zelina Vega may try and go after Julia for her United States Women's Championship. I did think Jade and Naomi might take place here, but they got moved to Evolution. So that's what I predicted, that a women's match would take place. Not exactly what happened. A brawl took place between Naomi and Jade. And during that brawl, Nick Aldis announced that Bianca Belair would become the special guest referee for their match and won't be in Jade's corner no more. So I'm going to give myself half a point for this because I was kind of right. And the next match that took place is a grudge match between LA Knight and Seth freaking Rollins. My prediction was that LA Knight would win, but by DQ, because I believed that Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker would get involved. However, that did happen, but it didn't happen in the way that I thought it would happen. LA Knight won the match, but I believe the reason why he won the match was because Seth Rollins seriously injured his knee. It's now been disclosed that Seth Rollins will be out for 4 to 5 months, and I thought because of that, that's why LA Knight won clean. So again, I'm going to give myself half a point. Question is, what does that mean for storylines moving forward involving Seth Rollins? And the main event for Saturday night's main event was the Ring General Gunther defending his World Heavyweight Championship against the man known as Goldberg in his final wrestling match ever. And I predicted that Gunther would win and retain his World Heavyweight Championship. And that's exactly what happened. Gunther retained his championship after going through a very tough war with Goldberg. Goldberg passed out to the sleeper, looking strong in defeat. Gave an emotional speech to the crowd, but for whatever reason, WWE didn't show the speech on the live broadcast, which I think really sucked. And in what I personally believe could have been the greatest event of the night, of the weekend, or if not the year, Evolution. The first match to take place was the triple threat match for their Women's Intercontinental Championship. And I believed Bayley would win this match by pinning current champion Becky Lynch, but I was incorrect. the victory went to Becky Lynch, and it was Becky Lynch that pinned Bayley. So I got the contenders the wrong way around. So Bayley counted the lights. I don't know what that means for Lyra moving forward, but Becky Lynch is still your Women's Intercontinental Champion. The following match was NXT Women's Champion Jacy Jayne defending against Jordynne Grace, who at this point momentum should be high after she beat Jacy Jayne and Fallon Henry the previous night with Blake Monroe. And I predicted that Jacy Jayne, after months of hardship, would win the championship, but I was incorrect. That two-faced double-crossing Mariah May, aka Blake Monroe, hit Jordynne Grace behind with the NXT Women's Championship, allowing Jacy Jayne to retain her championship. I don't know what this means moving forward, but there's going to be a lot of hell to pay, Blake. Believe me. Next match was the fatal four-way tag team match for the Women's Tag Team Championships, where Judgment Day defended against Charlotte and Alexa, Sol Ruka, Zarya and the Kabuki Warriors, and I predicted that the Judgment Day would retain their tag team championships, and that's exactly what happened. Roxanne Perez and Raquel Gonzalez did the number on everyone else, and then Raquel did the Tahala Bomb on Sol Ruka, and that was how they retained their championships. Always sorry the conclusion, even though I offer all of the solutions. I wish you loved me like I love you. In what I thought was going to be the main event was actually the next match, which was Tiffany Stratton defending her WWE Women's Championship against the Hall of Famer, the legend known as Trish Stratus, who wanted to add an 8th championship to her illustrious career as former champion. However, I predicted Tiffany would retain, and that's exactly what happened. Despite the fact that Tiffany won, Trish Stratus came out to fight, my friend. Trish Stratus proved why she's still a veteran of the game, why she still got it, and what a great rub for her to put Tiffany Stratton over clean. So, good for you, Trish. Good for you. And after brawling the living hell out of each other at Saturday night's main event, it was decided that Naomi and Jade's No Holds Barred match would now have Bianca Belair as a special guest referee. I predicted that since Jade Cargill won at WrestleMania, it was only fair that Naomi should win this evening. But for whatever reason, I got this prediction wrong. I'm quite shocked about that. But Jade Cargill won following a Jaded from the top rope through the table. And if you look at this picture, you can blatantly tell here that there is actually some kind of tension between Jade and Bianca. I think that might be the storyline moving forward, and I will explain why moving forward in the video. And the next match was the Women's Battle Royal, where the woman that won the match would get a shot at the World Women's Championship at Clash in Paris. I predicted that Stephanie Vaquer, Nia Jax, or any returning or debuting superstar in the match would win. And my prediction was correct. Stephanie Vaquer won, with Stephanie McMahon holding her hand in victory. However, what annoyed me was all the people that were listed for the match were the people that participated. There was no special returns, no nothing. It was just that. I mean, great match, but I expected more. And the main event was Io Sky taking on Rhea Ripley for the World Heavyweight Championship. And I predicted that Io Sky would win and retain. And I believe that possibly could have happened, but I got it completely wrong, because what happened next, I did not see coming. Money in the Bank winner Naomi cashed in at the last minute and did a split-legged moonsault on Io Sky to become a 3-time World Women's Champion. Now, from that alone, it makes me know that her rivalry with Jade Cargill, for now, is officially over. With 17 matches spread over 3 events, I got 9 out of 17, which gives me 53%, which I believe, considering, is okay, good. Before you guys leave, kindly do me the greatest honour by subscribing to my YouTube channel by clicking on subscribe, and by following me on my only social media platform of X at www.x.com/Manlykefresh, where you'll be updated with any future videos which are about to come out, whether it be my wrestling videos or my gaming videos or my top 20s. So until next time guys, see you at the next video, look after yourselves and take care. Bye bye.